And we're wondering if yoga might be able to cure your COVID stress situation. So we're trying all sorts of holistic things here today.
I know. Just call us the Chinese medicine doctors.
I'm telling you, welcome to this hour of holistic healing.
Namaste with morning after. So there's a new Texas State University study that's testing the theory that yoga can cure COVID stress, and not necessarily just having COVID, but just the stress associated with it. Like this guy, he got the last thing of paper towels, you know, and just wondering, do I call in sick for work, or how do I get a test, or the results aren't back? Do I keep my child home? How do I work with my child home?
Right.
All these things. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I would love to find a spot of time to do yoga.
Well, that's just it. You have to really carve it out, but you have to you really have to prioritize your health. I find it interesting. This was the founder and director of a yoga studio who had never had a problem with high blood pressure and became pregnant and began seeing that with COVID and being pregnant, her blood pressure went up, and she started to see that more yoga was helping her. Well, now Texas State University is beginning this month with a grant of $400,000 to study this, and I do believe that conventional medicine is beginning to merge a little bit more with some of these less conventional approaches. So doctors are seeing kind of the bigger picture, that it's not just medication sometimes, but there are other things you can try maybe in conjunction with or instead of.
Yeah, this is interesting. Well, and people who are pregnant are under a certain extra stress too, because they're trying to get into doctor's appointments, and sometimes things are closed down, or you can't have a spouse go with you. People have had to, you know, labor alone, which is not part of the natural way that things go, plus the increased risk. So they looked at people, actually a little bit of an older age though, ages 40 to 60 on this particular study, because I guess those are the people that are more likely to have the increased blood pressure in the midst of all this stress.
And they found that when they did yoga 20 minutes a day, I think it was 4 days a week?
Yeah, 4 to 5.
4 to 5 times a week, that it actually physiologically did change the ability of their vascular system to relax, for their blood vessels to open a bit, and that's, of course, it's the constriction of those blood vessels that leads to high blood pressure, and by doing that, they were able to kind of see themselves through it without medication.
There are a couple of poses that are specifically recommended for just easing stress. They say before even they finish up, they're still finishing up all the details on this particular study, but one of them is called, it's just a seated forward fold. They give the technical name for it, but I am not on the level to be able to explain that. But basically, you sit down, you fold forward, lean towards the toes, and keep your back flat. So it's just like a sit and reach with a flat
I've tried
back.
it. You have to be, you know, you have to be flexible. There are some stretching you have to do with some of these yoga exercises before you can actually do some of the poses. So it's a bit of a process, but you can do it at home.
You can sit with a flat back,
yes,
with your legs out.
No, I actually can't. I'm not demonstrating that here, but I can.
This would have been one for me to demonstrate.
I've always had like hip flexor issues. I can't. I'm not that flexible.
Okay.
But I'm working on it, Jay.
I won't flexibility shame you.